I'm looking forward to this one. Before I get into unboxing this, if you've been on Twitter at any point in the past year or so, you're going to recognize this product. It's called the Galaxy Light. The Ocean Galaxy Light. You recognize it yet? Twitter people, assuming you've used Twitter. It's become almost a meme, to be quite honest. They have a very interesting marketing strategy where they reach out to people who have or have just recently made viral tweets and pay them a small amount of money, apparently between $5 to $50 for a viral tweet, to reply to their viral tweet and basically mention an ad for this. I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty sweet. For what it's worth, I suspect that these Twitter ads don't really perform that well. They're not targeted at all, and it's just gonna be kind of generic junk traffic that isn't kind of focused on, that isn't really interested in buying products like Galaxy Light. Although clearly it works on some people, because I actually happen to buy one. I also doubt they'd keep doing it if they were losing money on it, so I suspect they're at least breaking even. But it was interesting to hear that they only pay between $5 to $50 though. I think a lot of people are disappointed when they make the viral tweet, they finally get to the big leagues, and then they get the DM about this and they only make, $10 or something. I think most people are kind of like, oh. If it isn't obvious, I'm pretty sure this is just some cheap dropship product from China. And in fact, I quickly Googled this morning, and you can actually buy this, or at least something that looks identical to it, on AliExpress for $1.99. So I paid a lot more than $1.99. I think this was like $30, maybe something like that. It wasn't that expensive. I mean, if it's even half as good as the picture makes it look, I think that's like a fair deal, honestly. If I had to guess, I would say that this company is probably operating by just creating a brand around something like this, placing orders through AliExpress every time they get an order and just basically drop shipping it. I don't think there's any kind of super interesting UIP here or anything like that. And I would recommend just going to the source and just buying one of these from AliExpress if you are interested. But I thought it would make an interesting video purely because I see it like every day on Twitter now. I'm sure there are people who are actually curious about like how it actually performs, because like I said, it looks actually kind of cool. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about any of this stuff. It's the kind of stuff you'd expect to see. I don't think anyone has any interest. One thing, it is in English, which is kind of honestly a little bit surprised about. That's fair enough. Okay, so it's a music speaker, a dimmable LED, sparkling stars, auto timer, and Bluetooth. I like how they like mix in features and like technical specifications. I think the thing to do is just plug this in and just see what happens, right? You're gonna get an interesting angle from here. I'm curious if you'll even be able to tell, but we're about to find out. So far, nothing's happening. Oh, there we go.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
Oh, interesting. Well, I can't actually tell. I mean, obviously I can see that it's on here, but it's basically having no effect other than that in the entirety of the room. It looks like it's actually projecting though. I can see it if I put my hand this close. You can kind of see it from the angle up there. But basically, I can't see it. I have tall ceilings in this place, but I'm surprised I can't see anything at all. I guess I'm just going to wait until tonight and try again.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
It's working! It's kind of working. I think it's made kind of like the effect is worsened by the fact that my ceilings are kind of a bit higher than usual, I think. These like 12-foot ceilings, so it's kind of dispersing the effect. But it's kind of working. Let's press some buttons, see if that does anything. This little thing here.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
It is quite... I can't decide, actually. I can't decide if this is like pathetically underwhelming or if this is actually like not too bad. It straddles that line, I think, between being something that's like moderately interesting, maybe, and something that's just like an objective piece of shit. Like it's right on that line. It's basically like a piece of shit. It's basically just like a piece of cheap plastic shit from China. But I bet if you have a small enough room and like just the perfect environment to try and like make this look good, it probably does look pretty good. It probably, if you were a kid, you know, if you were just like, if I was 10 and I had this in my room, I think it was the coolest thing ever. People at school would probably love it. That's actually a good way of demoing it. If you look at that wall over there, put it on that wall, and I'll just hold it up. That's what's going on. Gets to stop.
Power on.
That's what's
Bluetooth
going on.
mode.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Well, I was actually just about to kind of put everything away and wrap this video up, but I realized I don't really want this. It's so shit. I'm never going to use it. It's just going to kind of take up space in the studio. So I think I'm just going to hit it with a hammer and destroy it.
Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video.
Just for the sake of making, you know, the video slightly more interesting. So I have a hammer. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to smash it. I'm going to set the slow motion on and just give it a hit. This video was brought to you by DeadeyeClub.com, makers of the Wishbone EDC Slingshot. Head over there now and consider picking up their $100 Mischief Kit, which includes everything you need to start shooting a slingshot. The Wishbone itself, 3 replacement band sets, and some ammo. It's the most fun you can have for $100 and you'll be supporting the channel.
Skeleton Crew.